friends, it is Danny. Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing my very long awaited and long put off Bookcon haul. I did go to Bookcon this year, 2018, and I went with a bunch of my friends, and my mom came and Hannah's mom came again, and we did a lot during the 3 days that we were in New York. I mean a lot. Basically this video is just going to be the things that I got in Bookcon, apart from, I think, like literally a playbill that I feel like showing from the Broadway show that we saw. So these are all of the things that I got over the 2 days while I was there at Bookcon. And yeah, I'm just gonna get into it because there's a lot of stuff. So, one thing that is not from Bookcon but I feel like showing is this playbill that I got when we went to see Anastasia, and it's signed cast, so I'm so happy that I have it. I'm gonna get a frame for it and put it up on my book wall. I'm also gonna frame my Phantom of the Opera one from last year, and then I don't know what we're seeing this coming year, but I felt like showing that first. I wanted to keep these in order, but they got completely messed up in my suitcase, so I am just going to pick up whatever I see, tell you where I got it, when I got it, and how I got it, and that's how that's gonna go. First thing I have in my pile is this, which is a pack of traditional playing cards, literally like the Joker and probably Kings, Queens, etc. from Three Dark Crowns. I got this day 2 when Hannah and I went and did the Three Dark Crowns photo shoot, which I actually did feature in my vlog. So if you want to go watch that and see how this all happened, then you can go watch that here, linked in the cards. Right around the corner from that, there was a swag drop at 3 o'clock where I got this poster of Tomi Adeyemi's Children of the Blood and Bone, and also every single like tattoo under the sun of like every single Magi symbol. And then I also, while there, got a bigger version of the Reaper tattoo. And I actually put one of those Reaper tattoos on while I was at Bookcon. While I was at Owl Crate, these are just like I said at random, but while I was at Owl Crate, I got this. And I won a Love Simon keychain, and I love it. It is so cute. It is perfect. And it says, "The way I feel about him is just like a heartbeat, soft and persistent, underlying everything." And I'm like, ah, so cute. This came in the tote bag that I got at its author breakfast because I got to go to that. And so this is from the Shades of Magic series, and I'm not really sure what they're supposed to do. They're just a bunch of like cards with scenes on them. And yeah, not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with them, but they're there. And then there's also this little crown symbol thingy on it. The keychain from the free comic book day stand. They had a bunch of like comics and stuff there. There is a button of a trash panda. A raccoon, and I'm not really sure where that happened. A lot of these buttons and stuff my mom got when she was going around and getting things, and then she gave them to me. This is A People's History of the Vampire Uprising button. Don't know where that's from. Hannah gave me this emergency contact pin, which is really cute and pretty. I'm gonna go into the 4 pins I have. These 2 here were a set that I didn't get at Bookcon, but my mom bought them for me at the Strand, and I wore them on my lanyard. So these are like literally my glasses, and then this one says #BookLife, and so they will be going on every single Bookcon lanyard I have. Like every year I'll put them back on. This is a pin from Susan Dennard's Truth Witch, and you can barely see it. Oh boy, that's better. Okay, so yeah, it says the Witchlands on it, and it's from Susan Dennard's series, and that was one of the things that was in the tote bag from the author breakfast again. I've just kept all my pins together. On the first day when I did the Three Dark Crowns photo shoot, I won this enamel pin, or well, mom won this enamel pin. So I won the book and my mom won this pin, and she gave it to me. So thanks, Mom. Let's look in the tote bag because there's still a lot of stuff in here. Okay. Everything's fine. Now that I've dumped it out, I'm going to show you, this is the tote bag that I got from the Fierce Reads author breakfast. And it is signed by all 14 of the authors that I met. I probably could not tell you who is who. Yeah, no. I really can't. That's Marissa Meyer, I know that much. That's Marissa Meyer. So yeah, the other side just says Fierce Reads, and it's very cute and cool. This was the other card that came with the Tomia DME swag that I got. This is a set of buttons from Swoon Reads that I got in that same tote bag. It says, YA and Slay, no regrets, and treat yourself. Very fitting. These are a set of pins that I got from the same tote bag from The Author Reads Breakfast, and it's Stephanie Garber's Legendary buttons. So I don't really know where I'm gonna put those. This is a necklace that was in, again, that same tote bag, and it's from Cami Garcia's Broken Beautiful Hearts, and it says, you're stronger than you think. I really like that. I needed that right now. I have a bookmark from Owl Crate, a pin from Owl Crate, a pin that I got from Litjoy Crate. These are from the novel drop that I got. Like the brand novel was giving away those buttons, but they were also giving away a water bottle. And then there's a Fat Girl on a Plane pin that I got. I also have a chapter sampler of Children of the Blood and Bone. Two more things in that tote bag that I got, and this is from Roshani Chokshi. This is from her book The Gilded Wolves, and this is number 25 of 100, which is pretty cool. Other poster thing that I got is this, which is from Susan Denard. She was carrying a pile of these. She asked us if we wanted them signed, and so she did sign it, and so I got that, and it's got Aduan, yeah. As you can tell, I've never read the series, so I have no idea how to pronounce people's names, but it was interesting, very interesting to say the least, to meet those authors. So then I have tote bags. So this tote bag is from Ampersand, which was like the supporting person this year, and they gave them out to everybody when you walked in the door. So I had like 7 of those and finally got rid of most of them. I have a tote bag that I won at Enchanted Fandom. I have the Owl Crate tote again. They had the same tote last year, so now I have 3 of them. Tote bag that I don't know where it's from. It says Page Chaser, Book Snaps, Coffee, Repeat. And this is probably my favorite tote bag, only because I bought it and I've been wanting it for 2 years now. And it is the out of print library card tote bag. And I have been wanting this since I saw it last year at Bookcon. And people had this great idea that if they bought this, then they could have authors sign it. And so what I'm doing next year, and any author event I go to now, I'm going to have them date it, like the day that I met them, I'll date it, and then I'm going to have the author sign one of the cards, and so I have both sides to have them sign. And I got this while it was on sale. The tote bags were like 25 bucks. During the entire weekend until like the last hour of Bookcon, when everything went on sale, and so everything was like 50% off, and then everything had like $5 off, and so this was only $10. I got it for a steal. It was great. Now we're into books. So quickly, I'm gonna skip through these comic books because I didn't grab them, my mom did, and I'm not really sure what any of them are about. So this is the Wormworld saga, and then this is just a rundown of Image Comics and everything that's coming out by them. And it's got Saga on the front, so I was very happy to see that. I have a full finished copy of Green Arrow by Kevin Smith, Phil Hester, and Ande Parks. I don't know if this is a volume. What is it? Maybe it's just a full finished graphic novel. I don't know. And then the other comic book that I have is one called May, M-A-E, by Rose McClan and Xander Cannon and Jean Ha. So now on to the actual books. I'm going to tell you where I got them. If I can remember what day I got them, I'll let you know that too. A couple of book plates as well. So first I have Our Own Private Universe by Robin Talley. I got this at, was it Harper? No, it's Harlequin. Okay, so I got this at Harlequin They, at the last second, like at the ending of Bookcon, everybody like basically gives away all of their shit so that you can take it. And so they were giving away one free book on their shelves as long as you waited in line and you went and got it. So I picked this one when I got up there because I couldn't find anything else that I was interested in or didn't already have. That was on day 2, by the way, because that was the end of Bookcon. This one I'm very excited about, and it's Jamie McGuire's From Here to You, which is releasing August 21st. I didn't realize there's a bookmark in it, but there is. And I didn't even expect to get this. I didn't even know it was a thing, but on day 2, I didn't really have many signings. I had most of my signings on day 1, and so when I was walking around, I managed to find a line. I asked what it was. I saw people holding the book. I saw Jamie McGuire's name, and I was like, I'm here for it. Here I go. I'm getting it. And I got it. On day 2, Hannah, Jen, and I kind of congregated together to try and do the Epic Reads drop again. And so when we were doing that, we kind of milled around the Epic Reads booth and we found another book drop, and it was for this book, which is by R.A. Salvatore, and it is Timeless. I assume it is not the first in a series. I think this is the second book in the series, so I might have to get the first one, but this book isn't out until September. Day 1 happened. My mom went to Bookcon, and she was basically like my little runaround. If I wanted a specific book but couldn't get to that specific book, she went for me. So I have the ARC copy of Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Ngan. I'm not going to try and butcher her name. And it's coming out October, and apparently James Patterson was presenting it, but my mom got to meet her for me and got it signed. I will show you if any of these books are signed. I know none of the ones I've showed you before are signed, but that one's signed, and it's very pretty, and I'm very excited. This next one is Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi. I got to meet her on day 1. She was one of the 4 signings I had because I had 2 for me and 2 from my mom's tickets that she didn't use. So I got to meet 4 authors that way, and she just signed this one. Somewhere in this pile I have another book by her that she did personalize. Then I have Cinder by Marissa Meyer. This one I got when I met her the second time, because I met her once at the Author Reads Breakfast, or the Fierce Reads Breakfast, and then the second time I met her was like actually in line for her signing, and she remembered me and she took a postcard about blue. She actually like went out and asked me for one, so I happily gave her one. I also got a copy of this book for my cousin, and it was signed but not personalized. The next book I got was not at Bookcon, but I figured I might as well put it in here because why not? It's a book and it's signed, and that is Love, Hate, and Other Filters by Samira Ahmed. And I got this when we were at Books of Wonder. They have a whole bunch at Books of Wonder. They have all kinds, and I mean all kinds of signed books. There we go, because a lot of the authors, when they go to New York, they go to Books of Wonder and they sign a bunch of their books. And so this one is signed, and so I figured I would show that because it was one of the books that I got while in New York. Next one I know nothing about. My mom got it as a giveaway survey thing, and it is book 1 called Wolves and Roses, Fairy Tales of the Magicorum. Yep. This is by Christina Bauer, who is the best-selling author of the Angel Bound series. Okay, we're about halfway through the book. So this next one I was very excited to get. I don't like the way Epic Reads decided to do their stupid draws this year. Instead of doing it where you got there and then you got to pick out of like the 4 arcs or whatever that they had, they did a Plinko game. They had you go up, and at a specific drop time you got a ticket, and then later that day they would do the drop and you would do the Plinko if you had a ticket. So I got a ticket twice. I ended up getting the same book twice. So the first time I did it was on day 1, and I ended up getting the book something by Lauren Oliver, the new Lauren Oliver book. I got that. And you can see in my vlog that I traded with Jennifer for This Is Kind of an Epic Love Story by Karen Callender. And it's an LGBT romance. Yes, I needed it. This is the book that I wanted, because every time I went to that stupid drop, they didn't have What If It Was Us on the drop line, and I did not go to the other two, like opposite ones on the opposite days. Really mad at myself because I didn't get an ARC there, and Harper here in Canada ran out of copies before they could get me one. I now have to wait until October, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. It just makes me more anticipating of it. So I do have this copy of this one, and I had a second copy of that one that I then traded with Hannah. I traded the book that she gave me, This Cruel Design, for these Broken Stars arc. So I got a book that I wanted out of it anyways, but I'm still salty that I didn't get What If It's Us. Next, I have a book by Morgan Matson, which is Save the Date. This is the one that she was like promoting while she was there. Oh, wow, I didn't know. Okay, so every time you get a book at an author signing, it's promoted by the Strand, so they send you like a bajillion Strand bookmarks. But with this one, she also gave, are these stickers? These are stickers from Morgan Matson. I'm gonna have to use them in my bullet journal. I'm gonna do that. But I did get it signed. This is the personalized one. It says, "To Danny, all my best, XO Morgan Matson." But I also got this copy of The Unexpected Everything, which is massive. Oh my god! It's like the size of my face. And I did get this one signed as well, not personalized. But now I have every single Morgan Matson book again because I didn't have those two, but I had Since You've Been Gone and Amy and Roger and Second Chance Summer and like all of her other ones. Back to Books of Wonder, I found a copy of Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi that was signed. And when I took it to her signing, this was the book that she personalized. She just wrote my name in it. And then we went to the Strand on the Friday as well. So I got a book there that is not related to Bookcon, but it is a book and it was in New York, so I'm going to talk about it. And that is The Future by Neil oh my god, I can't say his name. Neil Hilborn. And it's a collection, the next collection of his poetry, and then I have a bunch of bookmarks, but I'm very excited. I love his poetry. I have his first book, which I got at the Strand last year, which is Our Numbered Days, and I needed this book, and I knew that it would cost me a fortune to get it here in Canada because poetry collections always cost a fortune in Canada. So I waited until we went to the Strand because I knew they would probably have it, and they did. Thank God. Next, I have a copy of a book that my mom got on day one, and it came with a bookmark, and that is Wild Embers, Poem of Rebellions, Fire and Beauty by Nikita Gill, and she got to meet her, so she met her and got it signed for me, and I'm very excited to read this. I want to get into reading poetry again, and so I was excited to get both of those while I was there. The next book that I have is a book that I got within the Fierce Reads Author Breakfast Tote Bag, and that is Sadie by Courtney Summers. I got to meet her. This is her newest book. It comes out in September, and it was very nice to meet her, and I didn't know that the book was signed until I got back to the hotel room after Bookcon. I realized that all of the books in our tote bags were signed, which was great. The next book I got is an ARC copy of Odd One Out by Nick Stone. She was one of the signings I had on the second day. And what is this? One of the authors that I had on the second day. And I walked up to her and she's just so dang beautiful. I walked up and I completely blanked. And she called me a pet name or something. I can't remember what she called me. It's like, I just blanked. But But she signed my book and took one of my book cards, and now I have that, and it matches my arc of Dear Martin, so I'm pretty happy with that. But like, that is one of the most awkward author meetings I've ever had, only because I like completely just like, I'm just gonna stare at you all day, it's fine. And the funny thing was, I had met her the year before at Starbucks with Adam, and I said hi to her and I was fine. But this time I was like, you're beautiful, thanks. I mentioned this earlier, but when I did the picture thing with my mom on the first day for 3 Dark Crowns, she won the pin and I won the book, so now I have the book, and I did not have the book before, so I'm excited to have it. My camera is flashing. Okay. And the last book that I have here in my room, I'm going to do a clip on my phone and insert it after for the last book that I have in my living room. But the last book that I have here is Black Wings Beating by Alex London. I got to meet him at the author breakfast. He was very nice. This book is signed, and oh my god, my camera is yelling at me. Oh my god, and I still have book plates. Okay, and so like a couple other people that I did meet that I have book plates from. My mom... Oh god. My mom went and met Marissa de la Cruz for me, got her to sign the book plate, but she signed both, so now I have to like cut through them and glue them into my book, and that's okay. I got to meet Caitlin Sage Patterson at a thing where Hannah was meeting Amanda Foodie, and it was just in passing we did that, and so I got her to sign that for my copy of The Diminished. And I also have a signed book plate from Nick Stone as well for Dear Martin. Alright, so I'm filming this out here because my camera's dead, and there's still one more book that I had from Bookcon that I was talking about, and that is the last book, which is The Darkest Star by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is an ARC copy of the latest Luxe book that's coming out, and I'm currently reading it. It comes out, I feel like it comes out October. Yeah, October. So it comes out October. I'm currently reading it. It's good. I'm just in a reading slump, so it's taking me a while. But I got this in the Fierce Read Author's Breakfast bag as well. And it is signed. I can't open it to show you. Hold on. Let's see. That one? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. I can multitask. The other thing that I didn't show you because I didn't have it in my room because it was in my fridge is this, which is a water bottle that I got from the novel stand. They were giving a water bottle drop, and that's where I also got those buttons. And then this is actually an infuser one. I just don't have the like infuser basket that connects into the lid in the bottle, but it does have an infuser setting with the basket thing that holds the fruit. So I really wanted it, and I finally got there and I got it, so that's good. Okay, back to filming Danny now. Bye! So that is it for this video. Comment down below if you're excited about any of these books or any of the things that I got. I'm very excited to go to Bookcon next year. Hopefully it will be equally as good as this year or last year. If you want to watch my vlogs for this year and last year, as well as my hauls, you saw this one. I'll link it all down below. Okay, I really gotta go. So that is it for this video, you guys. I don't know what my next one's gonna be, but whatever it is, I'll see you guys in that one. Bye!